with me, yeah, it's alright. Sing like a song, I won't say nothing. So won't you come and fly with me?
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hello and welcome everyone to SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. We are live tonight. I'm up here in the booth. My name is Guage Wentzel. I got my co-host Wesley. What is up, my man?
Nothing much. How's it going?
It is going good, and I'm excited for yet another night of Monday night action here in the SSRL Truck Series, and went for a show tonight. Just like kind of Michigan a few weeks ago. It's similar track, Wesley, and you've been kind of in depth with some of our guys, and talk me through what you think the night's going to be tonight in terms of the racing product.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a similar track, but also a whole entire different track. It's not running the exact same Michigan does, but it's the same concept. It's very momentum based. You can run the low side, but a lot of cars are probably going to be wanting to fight for the top to get that run on exit. Also just helps the truck be a little bit stabler up top.
Stabler and the big run. So what you're telling me is we're going to see some slide jobs tonight. We're going to see some guys make some bold moves. And another thing, this track's so wide, right? Like, could we see the middle lane be worked? Could we see 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 wide? We saw that almost a lot at Michigan, which is a way more narrow racetrack last time out.
Yeah, it's definitely something we might want to keep our eyes out on. It is a very wide track. You can fit 6 trucks side by side down the front stretch without going below the white line, I believe. But not going to be the smartest thing. You definitely don't want to be any more than, I'd say, 3 wide coming off corner exit.
I think that I want to see them 4 or 5 wide entering the corner. I want to see that because I want to see them I want to see them sort it out and not wreck, because I think these guys can do it in here. But I think with there's something else that's maybe a bit more different than Michigan. This track usually produces a little bit more tire wear than Michigan does. I would assume. Has that been the sentiment from the guys down in the who have been practicing down there?
From what I've seen, you get about 20 or so laps in, you're looking at around a 1.5 seconds or so drop off time wise. So yeah, fresh tires are going to be key in these 90 laps. They're going to have what they have on right now, and then 3 extra sets in the pit road, so they can pit every 20, 22 or 23 laps for a set of fresh tires.
And you say about 30 to 35 laps. That looking like our fuel window then, Wesley. So do you think an extra pit stop, say we go green to the end, which is probably unlikely, but do you think an extra pit stop or just enough to make it on fuel is the right way to go about it with the tire fall off?
Ooh. Now here's the thing: if they run them empty all the way around, they can make it on 2 stops, and that's going to give them a lot of extra fuel in case of green white checkers. That's going to give them about 15 or so laps extra beyond the normal finish. Tire wise though, and what I've seen at least is tires can hold on until that fuel window hits. They're not going to be needing to come in on that 22 or 23 laps. So they're going to run it to fuel end. And then beyond that, it's just going to be up to the drivers. I know a lot of people, they've run green flag, basically everything green, just to understand what the trucks are going to do over the long runs and what all they can save.
Well, it's an interesting dynamic for sure tonight. And this track is such an amazing racetrack just because of the tire fall off, the multiple lanes of racing. And it's sad to see it not be even a thing anymore at all in real life. It's completely gone, unfortunately. Even the short track they were going to do is gone. But we're here in the SSRL Truck Series, and we're going to look at our point standings tonight. Let's look at Joseph Tucker. Wesley, not a surprise, at the top of the leaderboard over James Morris. A commanding point lead so far this season.
No, not surprising in the slightest. He had that streak of 3 wins in a row, wanted to make it 4, but didn't quite work out for him. But still an amazing seasons he's had so far.
Without a doubt. And James had a great run as well. I mean, he's been a bit more with some bad luck, but I mean, won the opening race at Daytona and has looked pretty quick all and out when he's not involved in an incident. Blair Holloman's been pretty quick. Drew Prohl, I think, has just really executed really well. I think that's a driver that executes really well and has decent speed, Wesley. Jordan Sailors, he's just always seems to be like that 88 car or truck, excuse me. Just kind of always in the mix up there.
Always in the mix, indeed. And then we've got this. We've got the sleeper of all sleepers right there. Skipping over Donnellan for a second, Chad Ginningsman. We know he's not always up front since the drop of the green, but he'll find his way there to be at the end. And Donnellan's just had solid performances all the way around. He's always up in the top 10, fighting around 5th or so. And I think he's probably going to get at least a win on the season.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. I mean, Donnellan's been pretty good. He's been in position a few times to be close, and I think that car and that driver will be right there in the running. I think Chad, he's done really well. I think there's a lot of names though that it's a what if, right? I mean, there's been like our last winner out at Michigan. I mean, he had so much bad luck all year, and then he bounces back with that win. I mean, look at Michael Madden. He's had a lot of great qualifying runs, some poles thrown in there, but Michael hasn't been able to get a lot of the finishes he deserves, and any of the checkered flags maybe he deserved, Wesley. And I think a lot of comebacks, and this is a great race to start off those comeback trains.
It is a great race. And then Kyle Westwood, just like Donnellan that we spoke of, he's always up there fighting towards the front. He's got a win on the season. He's looking to hope to add at least one more to it. And then Andrew Nagney, he's always there at the end, a lot like Ginningsman. He'll be having a lot of yo-yo effect. He'll drop back and then drive his way back up, but he's always towards the front at the end.
That's very impressive there from Andrew. I mean, that's top 10 in points is very impressive. I mean, like you said, doesn't always run up front, but he gets there when it matters. And let's look at our starting lineup. You mentioned Kyle Westwood just a moment ago. Well, he's got the prettiest seat in the pasture. Kyle Westwood on pole. Cody Hemingway to his outside in second. Look at row 2 back here. James Morris, the man who's second in the standings and third in the 08. James Mullins in fourth. We're going to slot back to Tyler Cheney, P5. Matt Wilson in sixth. Daniel Dow in seventh. Joseph DuPont in the 8th position. Here we go. Jared Hayes and Russell Windsor round out the top 10. Back here, row 11. Scott Healy in 11th. And Colton Gardner in 12th. Hopefully he can get his season turned around. Hunter Hughes in 13th, a fast truck you got to watch out for. Tyler Rouse in 14th, trying to bounce back after some rough patches. James Staples in 15th in the 24. Nathan Nixon in the 16th position. Starting 17th, the man who I've mentioned a moment ago with some good qualifying runs, Michael Madden, and then Jordan Slater to his outside in 18th. Then we have Kalen Mitchell in the 19th position, and Chad Ginningsman in 20th. And Wesley, if you want to go through the rest of our starting lineup.
Starting inside of row 11, we got Christopher Fuge in the 49 to his outside, the 88 of Jordan Sailors in 22nd. 23rd, Brian Alphin. He's going to be looking to pull up a great finish. He always gets caught up in stuff and drops back. And Andrew Nagy to his outside in 24th. Nick Jasbowski starting 25th on the inside of Dustin Hart in 26th. 27th, we'll find Tony Jeffries in the number 23 to his outside. Not last week, but 2 weeks ago, the winner at Michigan, Heath Snyder. Starting 29th, Blair Holloman, and to his outside in 30th, Noah Walters. 31st, we'll find James Lambert to his outside, the 21 of JP Jones in 32nd. 33rd, we have David Salter to his outside, Gary Donnellan in 34th. 35th, Art Nicotera with Connor Fuge in the 19 to his outside in 36th. Joseph Tucker starting 37th after a poor qualifying. He's going to drive his way back up. To his outside is going to be Dave Fuge Jr.
And that's our starting grid, Wesley. The pace light is off. We are going to go green this time by. There goes the pace car off. Westwood and Hemingway on the front row. Let's get racing in California. Green flag in the air. The trucks roar down the front straightaway. And a good launch from the inside lane. The 08 right up on the 92's rear bumper.
Yeah, nice double foul here. The truck's getting a little bit out of the way, trying to already get to where they want to go. You see someone already all the way up to the wall further back in the pack.
Yeah, 3-4 wide, mid-pack. Almost looked 3 wide for a second there as Hemingway sails around the outside. He'll take P1 down the back straightaway. Here comes the 60 of Mullins trying to get the outside lane working as well. He'll draw side by side with the 92 of Westwood. Westwood gets a little tight up the racetrack, though. That's going to kill his momentum down the front straightaway.
Yeah, and these two, I think Mullins is finally fully in front of Westwood as they're now 3 wide going into turn 1. Nope, they're going to take it back to double file.
Watch them all fan out in the corner. Try to get the clean air. 3 wide off of 2. Here comes Cheney on the outside. 3 wide, tight off of corner number 2. And look at Hemingway break the draft.
Yeah, and that was an amazing run he had. Now they're going 3 wide into 3 here. Tyler still taking the outside. Westwood all the way down on the bottom.
Mullins going to have a really good corner. Bound on the bottom. He'll clear Tyler Cheney up. Cheney's going to have a big run down the front straightaway. Little blinky blink there. No problemo, though. But Hemingway, early going here, putting a bit of a gap here. And here comes Tyler Cheney around the outside, looking for P2 early. Trying to get to the outside of Mullins. He's going to get that there, Wesley. Clear off of 2 easy. Cheney up to P2. Here comes Westwood.
And Cheney's truck has just been loving that outside lane all week as I've watched him practice. It's where his truck's comfortable. He loves running it. He gets such an amazing speed off corner exit. That's where just the high line's so much better compared to the inside line where it's the short way around the track, yes, but you got to drop your speed a little bit to keep it wrapped on the bottom.
And with how big and long these straightaways are, as we see a bit of blocking back there, Daniel Dow further back in the 5th or 6th position. These straightaways mean so much, and your momentum off of exit means a little bit more than maybe the 1.5 miles, and especially the short tracks as they fan out again in turn 1 and now entering turn 2. Westwood ripping the boards on the top lane. He'll get to the outside of the... Oh, contact! Whoa! The 2 of Dow around on the back straightaway. Back into traffic. Keep it clean.
Everybody
Caution's out.
No.
I think we're all good in terms of contact, but there was some contact that started all that, Wesley, off of corner number 2. And I think Daniel Dow was not the one who caused the contact. He's not going to be all too happy about that. Let's take a look at it. We're lap 4 here, so really early on here in the 48 down on the inside here. Watch it. Ooh, yeah, they just kind of run out of real estate. The 48 came off the track really fast. Gets into the left rear. Sends him around. Surprised the 48 didn't go around as well. Whoa!
That's an amazing save by Dow there to not
really
have turned up so much. And then everybody else, great job avoiding action.
I know it's easier said than done to check up all that and all those trucks fanning out. It's hard not to run into other trucks and the spinning truck, especially when he's changing direction. You're slamming on the brakes. The car's not stopping. That's an impressive job from everyone involved, including the man who got kind of dumped off of corner number 2 there. by the 48 truck, unfortunately, for Daniel Dow. He's going to have to kind of rebound now. Wesley's got to change his strategy. But it could open up the door for some different strategy calls later in the race. You never know. Misfortune can be the fortune sometimes.
It can be at points, but I just want to talk about what we were seeing there. I was talking about the high line probably being the dominant line and people wanting to run the low run the low. I wasn't expecting people to be committed for that long on the low side just based on what I had seen. So trucks running 3 different lanes, the low, the middle, and the high. It's just really great to see. You saw so much action going on with not really a lot of action at the same time.
I think what you'll see most likely when we get later into the run with the tires, I think the low line will fizzle out more and more as there's the 48 down pit road to make his service to his pit crew. Probably a little bit of damage on the right front there, but I think the more and more the tires wear out, the top is just going to be better. Like you said, it's just easier to turn. There's less load in the car. It's just so many more things that makes it easier to drive, even on older tires. And I think that will migrate more and more to the middle than the top of the racetrack. Because there's the 32, the 12 of Donnellan as well. A few guys went down pit road here. The 2 guys that made the contact, and a few guys trying to gamble here early, Wesley. It would be a tire advantage, but I don't think they're just going to drive through the field.
No,
and
they're definitely not going to be driving through the field because there's so much track. This track is such position based where you can block anybody as long as you've got your nose or your truck significantly ahead of theirs. You can block the runs, take their air away, and it creates a little bit of a bubble for yourself because their truck's going to get either loose or tight, and they're just going to have to fight it and then get back to hunting you.
Yeah, with how much the tires matter here, it's crazy how also much the track position matters at a track like this. It's so wide, but like the top momentum, even with old tires, just really hard to combat, especially with the draft here, and especially with the truck. The draft's a bit more prevalent, not as much horsepower, a lot more drag, a lot more side force. So it's something where it makes it hard to pass, and with maybe a 4-lap fresher tire advantage, or maybe they're just packing it up on fuel. It could be that, but I think all those guys took tires. We'll see the 1 to go this time most likely. And then pace lights are going to turn off right there, but I'm not sure. If it was me, I would save those sets. You only get 3 sets in the pits, and now if you did take tires there, you're down to 2 for the rest of the race, and that's like basically an 83 lap race with 2 sets of tires, Wesley. Can't put scuffs on.
I'd be saving it the best you can. Definitely try to split up the race at, like I said, you can go 20. Ideally, you go 22 to 23 laps before you get each set. That splits it up perfectly between each tires to where you're not running them down. But at the same time, 35 laps for a fuel run, you can run the tires till then and only have to stop twice compared to 3 times.
So even if those drivers who just made a pit stop right there, so I mean, they're going to maybe run it to lap 40-ish around there if they go to the end of their fuel one. So they're going to have 50 laps in the final run. So don't see an advantage there in terms of fuel. Maybe just try and pack less later. But we're just going to have to see how the strategy all shakes up. Obviously, those 2 that made contact, they kind of had to pit there on tires and probably a little bit of damage on their race car. But either way, we're going to get back racing here, Wesley. Cleaned up the track a little bit from that spin. Everyone's all lined up, served their pit stops if they went down. And for the second time tonight, the pace car is going to pull the left side of the racetrack. And Cody Hemingway and Tyler Cheney in the Sport Clips car to his outside. Into the Geico restart zone they come. We're on board with Mullins as the green flag back in the air. A good start from Mullins.
Great start from Hemingway as well. He's completely clear. Mullins going to look to take Cheney. He's clear going into 1. Top 3 single file.
Very impressive. That's very impressive from Mullins there to clear the 54 like that. And now Tyler Cheney has to get back by him. Cheney, though, up the track off of 2. Going to have to catch it a little bit. Loses some momentum, but the 92 is going to give him a shove down the back straightaway. Here comes Mullins to the race lead, trying to battle Hemingway on the inside.
And Tyler's going to shoot it to the outside.
All of them right on top of each other. Cheney ripping the boards in the high line. Cheney with momentum. He should be all clear down the front straightaway.
To the point.
What a move. Tyler Cheney gets 2 for 1 in 3 and 4 to the race lead.
Now he's
Right
going to stay
back
up
to
high.
the
He's going
wall.
to take the momentum.
He's not going to give it to Hemingway. Hemingway gets a little tight in the dirty air. That's going to open up the door for maybe Mullins or Westwood charging back to the field after starting on the pole, losing a little ground early. But he's making that ground up now. Up to third goes Westwood. 92 ripping the boards again. Here comes the 10 of Hemingway. He's going to try the bottom here of the racetrack. I don't think there's really a better tire saving lane here. So it's just kind of do what your truck is best for you at the time. As we see the fans cheering on Tyler in the comments as he leads this back around. A little bit more single file though, Wesley, now that it's kind of calmed down on the restart. As calm as this is.
Yeah, calm's not exactly what I'd say. We saw like one lap after we took the green, we saw a 3-wide pass for the lead, and trucks still side by side, 3 wide going on.
Westwood's trying to get by Cody Hemingway here on the outside now. He'll look to the outside of Hemingway in turns 3, now entering turn 4. Here comes Kyle Westwood in the tide ride. Gets a lot of momentum off of corner number 4. He'll look to the inside now. Big momentum swing from the 92 truck. Michael Madden battling with the 67 of Mitchell further back. 92's going to have to either pull a slide job or run the bottom of the racetrack here. Down into turns 1 and 2. Nathan Nixon, he's made his way into the top 5. Don't look now. DuPont to his outside as well, Wesley, early on here.
And I think this is where we're going to see that crossover. Everybody's going to slowly start migrating to the top. Maybe the low line's not going to give as much. Caution out.
And caution is out on the Speedway, lap 11. So this is an interesting time. Oh, Michael Madden. Whoa. 8th in points, Michael Madden has his issues. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, man. I caught the end of that one there. Oh, wow. Battling with Mitchell. Oh, he's up and over almost. Onto the side. And that's a hard hit for the 15, Wesley. What happened there? Get maybe a different view of that. It's just very odd entering turns 3 and to spin like that.
I'm not quite sure. It looked like he was trying to turn down, but way too early before corner entry went on there. And the 62 just had his nose there.
Let's take maybe a look right here. Maybe the 15 tries to cut him off, or the 67 goes up the side draft. It's just hard to tell right there. I can't tell if the 67 comes up or the 15 comes down. Either way, the 15 goes halfway airborne. Some other truck in front, I think, got a little piece of it. Nothing too major, but man, that's an odd crash. Down entering turn 3 there, Wesley. That's going to open up the door here. I think this is maybe that window. Maybe you gamble now. Maybe you do take that. So this takes this race from now, you know, a 90 lap race, and basically it resets it. It makes this race like an 88 lap race. That maybe, with a few cautions, right? That could stretch the fuel load, right?
I mean, you definitely could. I still think it's too early to pit. Now, if you're looking at it, you might be able to save gas under cautions to where you can only go where you only need to do 2 pit stops beyond this. But
Daniel Dow's
two
pitting
pit stops,
the
but
32.
1 pit stop beyond this.
Yeah, so I think these guys, the back here, one, they have nothing to lose, and Michael Madden just went halfway airborne, so he has really nothing to lose. Yeah, this is just fuel only, I think. I don't think anyone took tires. I like that call. If you're at the back anyways, why not come down pit road, take fuel? You'll be in a better position in that regard. I mean, obviously you won't have the track position, but you'll have the track position in the sense of fuel compared to everyone else, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. So say Wesley, we go another 4 or 5 laps and we get a caution. Yeah, that enters the 20 to 22 lap range like you were talking about, but when half that's under yellow, I think a lot of these guys would stay out, right? A lot of them won't take that opportunity to get tires.
I'm with you. I think they'd stay out. Tires, yes, they're going to be important, but under a lot of cautions, it's not going to be as much of a delta as you would want it to be. Your tires are truly, you might have what says 20 laps fresher tires, but they're going to feel a lot more closer to 10 lap fresher tires.
And I would agree with that statement, but that also makes you maybe a little bit complacent. The guys in the back, I mean, they can see what everyone else is doing, and they can make that call to maybe just go put in a bit more fuel. maybe go change tires, right? I think that opens up the door for guys in the back to maybe make those calls. But I mean, the hardest driver to make a decision in anything in the race is always the race leader. And Tyler Cheney he's gonna pick the outside lane here, it looks like, for the restart. So one decision made for Cheney. He'll pick the outside. I like that call, Wesley.
I like it as well because he doesn't have to worry about clearing a truck on his outside to get into one. And we've seen he's loving that top side. That's where he's been making all of his time and his speed up. So the easier he can be on the outside going into one, I'd take it.
The only thing I can say with that is it's one thing to have a truck on your outside quarter panel into the corner. It's another thing to give that truck an opportunity to make a slide job on the bottom or use you up. I mean, it's a little early to be used up, but I mean, track position's huge. And the 10 of Hemingway could have a good launch, side draft, and then he could slide job right up. I think there's a lot more risk, in my opinion, with taking the top in terms of if the restart goes wrong. I don't think there's as much risk with the restart going wrong on the bottom. You're probably just going to lose the lead. If it goes wrong on the top, it could be you get checked up. I mean, there's so many possibilities, but these restarts here are crazy. That's really what we're going to have to find out. As Tyler Cheney, so we're going to see the first restart with the leader taking the outside. And Tyler Cheney with the 3 wide move got the race lead. We've had 3 different leaders in each restart. Nice little stat there. Hemingway in the second one. Westwood on the opening start. And Tyler Cheney now off of turn 4 will lead restart number 2. Third start of the race. As all these trucks file into the Geico restart zone. Cheney, Hemingway slowly crawling towards it. Green flag, and Cheney spins the tires. Here comes Hemingway to the inside, side by side of the line. That's going to open up the door here for Cody Hemingway to pull the slider. Or maybe just get good momentum through the corner. Cheney running the middle of the racetrack. Hemingway wrapping the bottom good. Oh, he's clear. He's clear. Great move. A great restart for Cody Hemingway. Clear to the race lead.
And Tyler's going to give him a nice bump going down here, hoping that Hemingway dives off towards the bottom so he can keep the top, and that's what happens.
And now Cheney back to the boards. Might get the lead right on back. And he does seem to do so off of 4. Oh, that's tight. They all got so tight. And look at Hemingway put the block on Mullins. Mullins back to the bottom.
Lost it through 1 and 2. Like you said, spun the tires. That's what you would have been scared of, and it happened.
And that's the thing. I think it's just so different. The bottom lane's the restart lane maybe for a reason because the grip's there, right? I mean, that's the first time we've seen anyone do it. And here goes Hemingway. He's back to 3rd, though. I just don't think that truck's really got it. As here comes him back to the inside on Mullins. Battle for P2. Battle all around the racetrack into the top 10 and back outside the top 30 as Mullins pulls in front of the 3 of Nixon, who clears the 92. It's all tied off of 4. Whoa, Morris!
08.
Oh my gosh, off of 4. Not only did he squeeze it, he almost wrecked himself. Here comes DuPont back to the outside. Oh, that was close. Right there, Wesley.
Everybody, they've got such small margins of error, and they're just firing for it. It's the same aggression we saw back 2 weeks ago at Michigan almost.
Now that aggression was action-packed already. So I haven't seen too much aggression since that first caution, but now they're picking it up. Here comes Nixon back to the inside of the 60 of Mullins. He'll clear him easy. Ooh, almost into the back of Hemingway. Had a bit too good of a corner. And Hemingway looking to the inside of Tyler Cheney. So Cheney may be on the struggle bus in terms of maybe the handle of the car. Maybe he's just saving a little bit. Trying not to use up that all-important tire. We're on lap 18 now of the race. It's kind of drawn on by even with the yellows. Look at them all search through the corner, Wesley. That's something I love to watch here is just everyone fan out in the corners. Nixon in the 60, they make contact a little bit off of corner number 2. No harm, no foul. Nixon's going to fall back into the outside draft. Mullins will do the same.
Going to be right behind him.
Look at them all to the bottom of the racetrack. Cheney really the only one up into the 3rd or 4th lane. It's interesting, and Cheney's the one getting pressured. Hemingway to the inside. Down the front straightaway, nothing doing this time. He's going to have to fill that hole, though. The Nixon machine's coming. Oh, that's tight.
Nixon definitely going to be shooting through the bottom.
He's got to clear Cheney, I think. Otherwise, he's just going to get freight trained. I just don't see him doing it. 3 wide back here. Oh, never mind. The 92 can't quite stay middle. Can't keep that momentum up. Here comes Mullins now on the outside of Nathan Nixon. Oh, not quite. Nathan was able to find a hole. Here comes Hemingway to the bottom now, entering 3. Hemingway's going to try and do it again. He just can't quite clear the 54 off exit or stay side by side down the front straightaway. They'll fall back in line again. Mullins now on the inside of the Nathan Nixon 3 car. Can he stay there, or can he clear him into the hole on the outside lane? Oh, contact! A little door banging entering the corner there. Nathan Nixon not too happy or something there.
Those two have been fighting so hard for the last couple laps. Ooh, real tight on exit here.
I think he's just getting tired of him. He's like, get out of my way. I'm trying to go race for the lead in second, and you're just being a pain. But Mullins back to third, and look at the 64 of Haley. He had a bail there. 60 was not clear.
No, he wasn't.
Tight. Here comes Hemingway.
Again, he's actually further side by side along with Cheney here going through the front stretch, but I think Tyler's going to have him cleared before going into 1.
Side draft
no,
now.
not quite.
Momentum to the 10 car. He's going to clear him here. Should be no problem on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll clear him off of 2, but can he keep it clear down the back straightaway? Oh, it's an easy pass. He should have no problem keeping the race lead. 3 car tight clear right there. Here comes Cheney with momentum, but I just don't think he'll have enough to get back the race lead. So Hemingway, you talked about the top lane maybe being preferred. Well, right now, Hemingway's showing you the bottom is a bit better. And it may be a bit better on tires. Here comes Mullins as well.
Yeah.
Oh, car's in the wall.
Whoa, Nixon, he was in the wall off of 4 and almost shot down to the 64.
These guys are just crazy. This is for like 4th and 3rd. I mean, this is a bit aggressive for top 5 spots on lap 22, but you know, that's what we love about this series. These guys just don't hold back at any point, and Nathan Nixon goes from all the way to the top of the racetrack to the tippy bottom as there goes Cody Hemingway breaking the draft again. And Healy, excuse me, has made his way up to P2. Quietly.
Nixon through 1 and 2 there. He was a little slideways as well. That's why he dropped down so much, because his car wasn't quite pointing straight.
Probably from the bottom to the top to the top to the bottom. That might also affect your car's handling. And here comes Healy, though. He's trying to put the pressure to Cody Hemingway in the 10 truck. Heath Snyder, Michigan winner, bad luck ender. He's going to keep it going tonight. Here comes that 29. He'll wrap the bottom of the man who started deep in the field, Joseph Tucker. Here's that 8 truck. They all better run and hide.
Run and hide indeed. He's slowly made his way up towards the front. Now he's sitting there 6th position fighting for 5th. What a drive by the young man.
That's a very impressive drive from Joseph Tucker all the way up to 5th or 6th or 5th in only 22, 23 laps. That's a very good drive for the 8. Oh, Snyder hard in the wall there off of 4. Kyle Westwood dropping back. He's back to 10th. 92 truck, good in qualifying. Maybe not the greatest race pace. He's actually going to fall out of the top 10 as Hayes gets to his outside in the 69 truck. He might be under a lot of pressure. Here comes Staples. Slater. Oh, the 82 and Staples. In the 46, they make contact. Staples into the fence. And that's going to kill James. Oh, wow. Contact back there with Hunter Hughes. I believe Jordan Sailors. Yes. What is going on back here? We look back here. Now they're all getting crazy. James Staples, the big loser. He loses like 10 spots out of that. He's going to be not too happy. That's Hunter Hughes in the 18 machine. Hard to tell with that number, but he is slow down the front straightaway. Losing a lot of time. That brown car.
Chocolate
3 wide again. Chocolate. It is a chocolate milk car. It is favorite drinks night. It is favorite drinks night. So, you know, he's repping the chocolate milk scheme. As everyone's favorite. Caution is out. Yeah, caution out on the racetrack. Oh, the 49. What happened to Fuge here? That's a lot of damage there, Wesley.
And he was far in the back of the pack. He had all that stuff going on in front of him.
Oh, Gettingsman gets turned, and I just don't think it just fell right in his lap. And he has a truck behind him, so he can't really slow down either.
Younger brother runs right into the back of him.
Well, that might have actually saved them from hitting the wall. So, nothing harmful there. I thought there was a bit of damage in the front end. It don't look like there was any damage, actually. So, I think that truck's going to be A-okay, and you can get right back out there. But this is that window you were just talking about, Wesley. I think we'll see the entire field come down pit road.
Yeah, it's roughly about a quarter of the way into the race. So thoughts are come down. You've got 3 fresh sets of tires. If you hadn't taken any yet, take them now. You've got 2 more in the pits to run another 64 laps.
Yeah, we're about actually closer to a third here when we go back green. So we only have about 2/3 left of the race when we throw the green flag down. I think we'll restart probably on lap 28, maybe 29. So in that range. So we're basically going to 61, 62 laps left in the race. I mean, this would be the best time to split it. You could split it to a 30-lap run, or you go a little bit longer, or a 35-lap run, or you get a little shorter, or a 25-lap run, depending on how the race is going to play out. I've seen a few yellows here. Whoa, Cody Hemingway.
Oh, real close.
And Healy stays out. I don't like that from Healy at all. He's going to be a sitting duck on the restart.
He's going to need to hope a lot more people have stayed out with him.
I think some guys have, but I don't think enough. I don't understand that pit call, especially when you have the track position, Wesley. Like that, I think Blair Holloman's going to stay out with him.
And that's it. Blair Holloman and Dave Fuge Jr.
I think if that's the only 3 guys you have, that is going to be a very tough thing to do. Even for those guys who stayed out with them, those guys are going to fall to the field even worse because they have worse running trucks. Mullins comes out second as Hemingway came out first with all the fresh tires. Anyways, he'll be 4th on the restart. Morris comes out in the 6th position, 3rd on pit road. Nixon comes out behind him. Snyder, Cheney. I think Cheney needed a little reset there, Wesley.
Yeah, he did. His truck definitely fell off towards the end of the run there. But he showed that his truck early on, that high side, it will grip up and it will run away from you if you're not right there with him.
I think he needs to just maybe get that truck a little better for the middle and bottom. But definitely, at least on the short run and on the top, it is a rocket ship. So if it's a late race restart and he's starting 4th or something, man, you best watch out for that 54 truck later on the night. But you got to be up there at the end in the top 5, top 10 to get those opportunities. Hopefully they can work in that 54 truck just a little bit more. It needs a little bit of loving, Wesley, just a tiny bit. And like you just said, we said a moment ago, these 3 trucks in front are going to be sitting ducks. I see that Kyle Westwood's ripping his favorite drink tonight of Tide. That's a joke. That's a joke, obviously. Don't drink Tide.
Please don't.
Do not do that. I thought it was a funny joke, but let's not do that.
We do not encourage that, please.
At all. We not like at all.
No, but it's favorite drink tonight, which we see a lot of guys, they bring interesting schemes.
I love
Dave
it.
Fuge there, he's got Captain Morgan and Mellow Yellow on his car. The 08 Morris, he's got one of the Mountain Dew flavors. I can't quite tell what it is on his truck.
I'm assuming it's watermelon? I'm going to say Major Melon. I'm not quite sure. It's very hard to tell.
And
A lot of black truck.
A lot of black truck. We already talked about Hunter Hughes and his chocolate milk back there. It's specifically the Kroger chocolate milk, from what I've learned.
Gross. That's just not Prairie Farms all the way, folks. You gotta tell me in the comments. Is Prairie Farms whole milk the best chocolate milk? I think it is. I don't think there's better chocolate milk.
And then a guy we saw drive up through the field, Joseph Tucker, he's got Tropical Vibes Celsius on his truck tonight.
Oh, those Celsius drinks. Those things are so bad for you. Don't drink that stuff. Don't drink Tide and don't drink Celsius. Especially Tide. Don't drink that.
That is Major Melon.
I knew it was Major Melon. Did they just
Nicole, of course.
Well, anyway.
Of course it was.
Either way, we're going to go back racing here at Auto Club. And Healy on the old tires with Holloman on his outside. Back to the green flag. And there goes the 64 of Healy. All clear. The 32 getting a big shove from Hemingway. Do they split it and get aggressive to split the old tires? All so far cordial, but we'll see when we get to turn 1. There goes the 10 of Hemingway to the middle of the racetrack. He'll get right on by the 32 of Holloman. Oh, he's going to get trapped, though, behind the 22. Oh, not quite. 3 wide. Back straight away. He might
Three
get
wide
trapped
and
behind
Davis
Healy.
sitting very vulnerable.
Block. And Healy, I think that block was necessary though for Healy, but he's not gonna stay clear of the 10. He's gonna have to lift big time. Here comes the 60
Real
to
tight
10.
on exit, 22 to the wall.
By. And he's gonna lose a lot of momentum with the old tires. That's not good. Bad news bears for the 22. Here comes Heath Snyder's on the inside. 3 wide bottom. He should clear both those trucks. Through this corner, the 64 continues to drop down to 4th, most likely 5th off of corner number 2. Holloman all the way back to 10th as Hemingway has reassumed the top spot with Mullins in 2nd and Nixon right in his tail. And he's going to make a move now for P2 up there. Nixon and Mullins cannot get away from each other. And
No,
Nixon cleared to
cannot.
P2.
These two, their trucks seem to be
Isn't that funny?
magnetized. They're just going to be finding each other all night long.
And that's how it always goes. Just one guy you're going to be right there with the whole race. And of course, it's up there for 2nd and 3rd. Because why wouldn't it be, right? Up there at the top half of the field. But Cody Hemingway, man, that truck is just solid. Been in the top 3 all night so far. Hasn't drifted back really. Been really solid. But here comes Nixon. Great corner on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll clear the 10. Big crossover move off of 2. Good move from Nathan Nixon. Wesley on the bottom, wrapped it so well.
Now he's right there on the quarter panel. The 10 coming on corner exit. The 10's going to slide up. He's clear. I don't think the 3's going to have a great run here on him, though.
Has a little run, but I just don't think, like you said, he's going to have enough. Heath Snyder up the 4th. Look at that 29 truck. He's doing a really good job tonight. The 82 of Jasbowski up into the top 5 as well. As Hemingway's in and out of existence. Nathan Nixon, I think, is going to clear the 10 of Hemingway, and he does yet again. 1 and 2, big run from Cody Hemingway, but not as big as last time. He's going to stay in P2, I think. No challenge for Lee. Good job.
Down to the bottom.
Now it's a good job from the 3 to park it right in front of him. Going to kill clean air access for the 10. He's going to have no run off of 4. So there goes Hemingway down to 2nd. Nixon doing a good job out front. Nathan Nixon's ran so well the last few weeks. Hasn't gotten the greatest of finishes. Sometimes some bad luck. Some decent runs. But he thinks he wants a little better. The 22 has dropped far back. Outside the top 20, it seems. Unfortunately for Dave Fuge Jr. Blair Holloman's dropped far. All those guys.
Someone that's dropped far as well. Someone that we saw running up front, Tyler Cheney. He's all the way back in the mid-20s now.
It's interesting. So it must have been a really bad restart for the 54. I don't think that... Oh, he's in the 34th now, actually.
He's in the 30s.
Is Cheney.
Ooh.
Oh, that must have been some contact, I'm assuming. A big moment. Or they swung really bad on the truck handle. They're 3 wide back here, Daniel Dow. They're getting all crazy back here for 35th. JP Jones on the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide. The 2 truck ripping it. The 19 in the middle. He's going to clear. Oh, contact! What a save! Oh, and never not. The 2 back into the... Oh, my gosh. Hard crash off of 2.
I think that's Alfin collected as well.
I didn't even know what was going on there, Wesley. That came out of absolutely nowhere. The 23, I thought, had it saved. And Tyler, no. Tyler didn't wreck there, at least. So, yeah, that going. But, wow. And the 23, I thought, had it saved there. And it seemed like he just didn't have it. I'm going to drink Tide. No, don't do
Nicole,
that.
no.
That's not allowed. We can't be held liable for this. Oh, yeah, the 13 just, I mean, obliterates the 23 of Boyles. And I thought he had it saved there, but he's still walking the dog, and Daniel Dow has absolutely nowhere to go. And then these
Great
two...
move by the 54 to dodge it, but the
Oh,
83, I
my
think he
God.
got some contact in the right rear.
I don't know if he did. There's nothing major if he did, I don't think. At least not those 2 major. Those 2 are done. I think Let's Go Tucker. He's made his way in the top 10. Yeah, he's had a really good drive. Yeah, I mean, right there, I thought he saved him. He's still walking the dog. Wow. Really good. He got really lucky too. They didn't shoot to the bottom. I think Brian Alfin has too much damage. Eminem's terrorism. That's because it's drink night and it's not candy night. So that might be why. M&M's wanted to be on the map, and well,
Hey, you can have a good
Took us to
M&M
splash out.
milkshake.
M&M's milkshake, that does sound pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I've
Either
just
way, that
had
was a hard hit for both those guys. An M&M's. I don't know the last time I've had an M&M's milkshake, let alone a milkshake. They're too sweet for me. That's like the only sweet I'll eat, and I don't eat them very often. Hate seeing Mountain Dew car get damaged. Yes, as a Mountain Dew connoisseur myself, you know, we don't like to see our Mountain Dew brethren race cars.
Gage, you're taking a challenge
know,
you don't want to
getting
discuss. Gage, you are taking a challenge you
Well,
do
why-
not want
why?
to go into. When you say Mountain Dew connoisseur,
drink
they have
them.
tasted every single flavor and they have a full-on ranking of them.
I've tasted the flavors like the pineapple one. That one's not good. Okay, don't try that one. That one's not. Or like what's the other ones? There's some dragon fruit. I don't like dragon fruit in general. I don't like pineapple either, I guess. So this is probably why. That one's gross. There's so many bad. Or the black one, like the what's it called? The black
pitch
mist
black?
or whatever. The pitch black. That is disgusting. I don't know who cooked that up in the contraption. That's disgusting as well. I haven't seen Major Melon, like my favorite one, in forever, so now I'm just sad thinking about Major Melon. A top 25. There's 25 flavors.
There's over
What is
25.
Maui
There's
Burst?
around 50.
Maui Burst is not that good. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I'm drinking like Code Red 5 seconds ago, so I mean Code Red's solid. Zero ball knowledge, but Pitch Black is not good. It's not. I just can't with the flavor. It's the aftertaste that gets me. We're still under yellow. We need to get back racing. We're talking about too much about Mountain Dew. I'm over the boo. Well, you know, once you get on my level with Mountain Dew, my taste buds, you know, everyone will be. Yeah, see,
Major Melon
this
is
is
the best,
more
which is why the best driver is representing it.
Major Melon is really, really freaking good. I love Major Melon. I haven't seen that on the shelves in forever, so if it's still somewhere around there, you need to tell me, guys. Like, you need to tell me, because
I was
I
a
miss
big
it.
Spark man.
Sparkman? That's not bad.
I was a Spark man,
okay.
and they discontinued Spark about over a year and a half or so ago. So
It's like, yeah, that one's okay. Oh, I love Voltage. Voltage is pretty good. Voltage is really just solid. I like the raspberry flavored Mountain Dew, but let's get back racing here before we get too caught up in our Mountain Dew and chocolate milk and Tide. Okay, all these different drink air quotes in the drinks part for some of those connoisseurs we got in the comment section with 25 Mountain Dew flavors. I love it though. I love it. I love the passion. But either way, Nathan Nixon's loving it. He's out front. He's been out front for a little bit now after taking the race lead from Cody Hemingway. Yeah, I think the 10 is really good. And the 8, yeah, I think I don't know what we have in the 8 yet, but we're going to have to see as we're going to go back racing here. There goes Nixon to the restart zone and a solid jump. Not the greatest one we've seen yet, but Hemingway stays solid, doesn't let the 60 clear him on the inside. But there goes Heath Snyder. He bails on Cody Hemingway, goes to the bottom of the racetrack. That might not work out for Heath, though, because here comes the 10 with a lot of momentum. He's going to get to the outside of the 60 of Mullins.
Three
And
wide on
right
that
on the back. Momentum, though, with those top guys is at least the 29's definitely. He'll still be there entering the corner. Nah, not quite. The 10's going to rip the boards, though, all the way to the tippy top. He's going to try that Tyler chain line all the way to the boards. Trying to get momentum off of 4. He's going to have a big run down the front straightaway. Not much, I think Nathan Nixon can do, as they're all over each other. 2, 3 wide, further back in the top 10, in the top 5. Oh, they're 4 wide almost. Some of those guys bailed, which is probably the right call. All over each other.
very much the right call. That's a tight squeeze. Tucker taking it to the inside of the 29 of Snyder.
And the 08 clears up. Here comes Hemingway. Another charge to the lead. Snyder to the inside of Westwood. Looking for 4th now. Mullen's been 3rd pretty much all night. I think we're starting to see the cream rise to the top, or whatever the saying is, right? As here comes Hemingway back to the inside of Nixon again. He gets to the bottom of the racetrack, and Hemingway is going to put the pressure to Nathan Nixon. They're going to snake each other on the front straightaway. Tyler Cheney, this is well, we have to see Tyler back up here soon, as here comes Hemingway back to the inside. Nixon, who is outside. These two are stuck side by side. A great battle for the race lead. And there's even more battling going on back here, as Mullins just can't quite close on leaders. And he's got a whole group of cars who want to get by him.
Yeah, and it used to be him and the 3 were stuck side by side. Well, now it's the 10 and the 3 stuck side by side. Still double foul going through this whole lap. 10 has a little peak advantage, but the 3's going to have great momentum off the top.
10's going to get the side draft, though, down the front straightaway. He's like, nope, we're not done with this quite yet. I'm going to get contact. There goes Nathan Nixon. I think that was a bit of neck code. He's going to go back on the racetrack. And no, they keep it straight and off. Oh, no, the 2 dominant trucks. Yeah, no caution. So that puts Mullins to the race lead. What in the world did we... I think that was a bit of net code. There's more contact. What are we seeing? Everyone's getting all angry now. Brian Alpin back here just got involved almost not... Or that's Salter, excuse me. Or Slater. As Westwood now to P2, Mitchell to third. This shakes up the entire grid, and that puts those 2 guys down order big time. Oh my gosh, is right there. That is insane. The 2 big time trucks in the race are down in 33rd and 32nd. Just a lap ago, they were the race leaders. There's Tucker now, still barely into the top 5, even with those 2 out on the racetrack. As here comes Mullins. He's got all these trucks behind him. He's doing a great job holding them off. As here comes Westwood to the bottom. Heath Snyder on the bottom as well, getting a big shove from Joseph Tucker.
Westwood
and Hart up there in the top 5 as well. I get a crossover here from Mullins. Great move from Mullins. Back to the inside. Some contact. A lot of door banging. So door banging down the front straightaway. Still side by side for the lead. Mullins on the inside. Big shove from Snyder. He'll go to the inside with a big ton of momentum. He's all clear of Kyle Westwood. Here comes the 67 of Mitchell to the inside. 3, 4 wide almost off of 2. Contact with Westwood. Westwood around. That's going to be a hard contact to the inside wall. No caution yet. I don't think there'll be. Oh, caution is out. And that is heartbreaking for the 92, as the 92's race to lose. Well, I think once he sees what just happened, he might think the race is lost. I just kind of ran out of real estate there. All those guys are all over each other. Tucker might have a little bit of damage. That was some pretty hefty contact to the right front. Yeah, that's a hopeless feeling there. Nothing you can do. I jinxed him. Yeah, you kind of did jinx him. And let's take a look at that. I think that the 3 car, he almost clobbered the bottom. I think the 3 car didn't go all the way up, and I think the 10 kind of thought he was, and I think they just kind of met. I think that was obviously intentional from Hemingway. I think he had definitely the best truck. Look how close that is. Wow. That's almost day done for probably both of them if he hits that.
So close. Just a very, very tight miss.
And so much happened there in the span of like a lap. We saw the contact with Alphin as well down the back straightaway. I couldn't tell what other truck it was. There's some door banging. The Westwood contact down the front straightaway with Mullins. They door slammed each other. That was all within like 2 to 3 laps. I mean, that got crazy fast, Wesley.
Crazy fast, and as we said, it's going to be a lot like Michigan, but a lot different. Well, I'll tell you what's exactly like Michigan is the intensity we've seen tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is insane what we've seen so far tonight. That's a big break, though, from the 10, or for the 10, excuse me, and the 3 car of Nixon. They love that the caution's out. They can have as much time as possible to get back through the field, but I mean, it's going to be really hard. All these guys have had opportunities to work on their trucks a little bit. I mean, they're probably going to pit here for tires. Joseph Tucker pit as well in the 8 truck. He'll come down pit road, along with a few others. But Mullins, man, what a great run from Mullins so far tonight, Wesley. I think that's the third place truck tonight, but now he's leading because the top 2 trucks, I think, just took themselves out of the contention here.
I'm not going to say they have extreme damage. They'll be able to fix that, but it's going to be more so about getting back up to the front with only half the race left.
I don't think there's really any damage, but it's, man, that's a long. I mean, we've seen the 8 of Tucker. I know that truck and that driver's quick. It just hasn't had that track position at all. Let's go, Heim. Oh, wait, wrong race. There's a truck blowing up there. Can't tell who that is. Oh, that's the 23 truck who got in a wreck just a little bit ago. Of Tony Jeffries, excuse me. I thought that was Justin Boyles earlier. Excuse me for that. Tony Jeffries in the 23. Unfortunate end to the race for him. Had it saved. And Daniel Dow, unfortunately, was there when he was saving it. Tyler Cheney's made his way back in the 19th. So, rebounded from top 5 to back to 35th to now back inside the top 20. A crazy night for Cheney so far. Up and down the grid. A lot of great racing, though, so far. As we're just about to click off halfway this time by. Halfway complete, and we're going to get 1 to go this time by as well. Mullen's going to pick the inside. You see, Wesley, something that's not happened since it happened last. Tyler Cheney picked the outside, and not one driver has picked it since. Ooh, that's going to be close with the 22 there. The Captain Morgan Mellow Yellow Machine. And Tyler Rouse, top 10. That is a good shout out there. Tyler Rouse has made his way into the top 10. Great job from Tyler. Hopefully he can end the night off good in the second half of this race. In the Dr. Pepper machine, I see that scheme back there. It's actually what I'm drinking right now. So, I mean, you know, we can cheer for Tyler a bit more now because of that.
We can cheer for both Tylers.
We'll cheer for all the Tylers.
I know we were just talking about Tyler Rouse, but Tyler Cheney, he had some mystery damage. That's why he dropped so far back, but he's got that repaired now. He's looking to move back forward.
That's intriguing. I'm not sure where you would have got that. I mean, sometimes these trucks can be sensitive on the game, and sometimes you just get it when you didn't do anything. I mean, the game can be just kind of goofy sometimes, and it's at the end of the day, I know everyone likes to call it a sim. It's at the end of the day, sometimes it is just a game. It has the gamey kind of bugs. I mean, in real life, there's things that you would think never would be a problem that are a problem. So, reality is stranger than fiction sometimes. But either way, we're going to get back racing here. Mitchell, Snyder, Hart, Morris, the front 2 rows. Get a sip of my Dr. Pepper, and we're going to get back racing here. Mullins into the restart zone. Can he get a better launch than last time? Really good launch, it looks like so far. Green flag back in the air. He's Snyder. That's really tight. Hasn't quite cleared the 29. Oh, he's all good. Entering turn 1, but the 08's going to give him a shot entering the corner. That's going to help with momentum. Here comes Hart down at the bottom of the racetrack in that 26 car.
It's going to be side by side with Morris here on exit. The 08 having great momentum running that top line.
And the 29 is going to get a big run with the 08 with him. That should be an easy pass for the race lead.
Is Morris going to have the speed to follow him through? I think he does. He's cleared the 60, slides up.
More. Oh, he was almost to the right rear quarter panel. I thought a little bit more. Couldn't quite get her done there. Big shoves, top 3, all connected down the front stretch. Here comes Morris now. He'll look back to the outside. Trying to wrap the top of the racetrack. Trying to get the momentum. I think good run off of corner number 2 here. Healy is going to give him a side draft. This 64 already back up here. Did he make a pit stop, Wesley? I think he did.
I think he did.
And what a drive if he did.
Flying right now.
Yes, he is. And yes, he has fresh tires. And we talked about track position meaning something. It does. But Healy said, nah, they don't mean nothing because I'm coming to the front. I am him. Here comes Healy in the 64 to the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to get by the 08 now on the bottom. Trying to get by Snyder as well. He'll get to the inside of Heath Snyder for the race lead down off of 2. Oh, he's going to side draft him. Really good corner through 1 and 2. The 08's going to stick with the 29, though. Down the back straightaway. Healy's trying to stay to the inside of the 29. Oh, this should be all clear for the 64. Maybe not. The 29 holds him tight. Couldn't quite complete the corner. Oh, he does. Clear for the race lead.
crossover.
Wrecking in the back. Oh, and the 64's around. Wrecking the race lead. They keep it straight for the most part, but there's a big wreck in the back half of the field involving a few trucks. But just as we were speaking it so highly about Healy, he gets turned. What just happened? We got to take a look at this one at a time. We saw the wreck in the back. Let's first focus on the wreck for the race lead. I saw the 64 clear.
It was really
to
tight.
see how
29 of Snyder tried to come to the inside.
Oh!
Healy there, it looks like he
that's a-
tried to block and was not
That's a
clear.
block. Yeah, was not clear. No damage for him, I don't think. Just maybe a bit of pride hurt there, but I want to know what happened back here. The 50 car of Walters, Noah Walters. I think. Oh, that's in front. So Noah does a pretty good job getting through all that. All things considered, I'm not quite sure who. Yeah, no one wants to win this. You're kind of right. All these leaders keep wrecking. That's kind of self-inflicted there. Just a block gone wrong. Stuff happens. I'm not quite sure. I think maybe JP Jones perhaps involved in that. Yeah, I think Snyder and the 08 have now kind of asserted themselves. Nathan Nixon, though, is into the top 15, though, so I wouldn't count him out as Healy around for the race lead. I think it's the 28 truck back there. There we go. And I think that's Cody Hemingway. Oh, no. And he's right there, Nathan Nixon. Yeah, I mean, oh, wow. That's bad. And I don't know if he knew he was there or not. Yeah, Tyler, excuse me, Tyler Cheney, or Cody Hemingway, oh my gosh. He's not going to be too happy about it. He's still in 11th, so might have to deal with the damage, which I think you're just better off to repair it if there is damage. Might have got off, but look who's the race leader, chat. I know you're all excited. Tyler Rouse leading this race at Auto Club, so just about to be under 40 laps to go. So good on Tyler. And that Dr. Pepper machine, the strategy's gone in his favor so far. And now he's leading the race, Wesley.
We've talked about it. He's had good trucks so many races, but always gets caught up late and just can't bounce back in time. Now let's see. Hopefully he keeps it clean and he's able to keep his truck up front and maybe get a top 5, top 10 out of this. If not, always try to go for that win.
I remember, I think it was Chicagoland, right? I mean, running like 6th, exiting 4th, and then just gets clobbered and ends up like 24th. I mean, the bad luck has been real for the 81, and it's good to see him having a moment of. I mean, as we see the chat's just going crazy over here. This is not a drill. Oh my gosh! And we're gonna get one to go. So Tyler Rouse is gonna be the leader on the restart. If Cody Hemingway doesn't have any major damage, I would still look for that truck to drive through the field. It's a really good truck, Wesley. And
Yeah,
Nathan
that's what I'm worried
Nixon, he's
about.
all the way back to 9. The damage, right? If there's anything on the right side, especially in that right rear, there's going to be not much side force, and that truck's probably going to be really loose to drive.
Yeah, he got squeezed well into the wall there. He was on the outside and just kind of got ran up into. So his nose might be a little pinched, right side might be a little bit flattened. So let's just hope it's as minimal damage as he could have, and he can just drive it forward with what he's got.
I mean, it's definitely a fast truck, and I think he has a slight tire advantage on the guys in front of him. Very slight, but still a tire advantage. Healy in 5th. I don't think the tire advantage is there anymore because he spun out on the front straightaway, so I think any advantage he had is gone. Might be even with the guys in front of him, definitely behind the guys on fresh tires like Snyder back there in the 29, the 08, who made a pit stop. Excuse me. Either way, Tyler Rouse is going to be the leader. Zbowski on his outside. The 82 having a good day. Blair Holloman in 3rd. Hunter Hughes in the chalky milk car in 4th. Healy in 5th. Is in 6th. Those front 3 rows on the restart zone. Rouse is going to lead them to the green flag. It's under Tyler Rouse's discretion. And the anticipation. Green flag and an amazing launch for the 81 of Rouse. Big tire spin for the 18 of Hughes.
Yeah, no one was expecting it, so very, very good jump. He's easily cleared into first. Second's going to be Holloman now. Healy, he's back into third.
Yeah, Healy's going to be coming. He still is a really fast truck. To the outside, looking for second on the racetrack as they're all over each other back there off to a big wreck on the back straightaway. JP Jones, the 48 of Mullins, all over each other. I think that's Connor Fuge, Gary Donnellan involved.
Dave Fuge is involved.
Man,
I think I saw the 49 of Chris as well.
A few meatballs as well. I mean, this is chaos off of two. They looked squirrely at first. I thought they all had it sorted out, and, well, they didn't. Off of corner number 2, JP Jones got turned around somewhere. There's Heath Snyder. Sticks his nose in there. He gets by cleanly. There's Hart as well. Hart gets by cleanly. JP Jones is not... Oh. It wasn't JP who pinched. The 48 gets sent up into him. The 13 involved. Wow, that's a lot of trucks.
64 involved as well.
Oh. I don't even see him getting in that. So I'm just going to take another look at it. As Tyler Rouse is going to continue to be out front. It's all nice and good for him. This is chaos. As 64 did a great job wrapping that outside there for P2. And you look in the back straightaway. I'm not quite sure how the 48 gets spun there. I think Gary Donnellan gets hit pretty hard. I don't think Dave has too much damage. And the 13 definitely has him. He comes in fast. Man, that is weird. That just seems like he got hit, but I don't see anyone hitting him really. Either way, the result is 5 to 10 trucks involved and probably a few that are done for the day. And look at our race summary so far. 53, about to be 54 laps completed tonight. About 11 lead changes. 7 cautions for 17 laps. So we've had a good amount of cautions so far, Wesley.
Yeah, we have, and it's taken out some good trucks indeed. We saw Hemingway. He's been involved in a couple. The 92's been involved. Healy, he got spun, but he's now sitting in second on the outside of the front row for this restart. Tyler Cheney, who we saw running away with it almost at the beginning of the race, he just got caught up in that latest wreck. A lot of good trucks have been involved in some damage, and even then, they've somehow managed to claw their way back up towards the front. Nixon, who we saw went around with Hemingway, he's sitting in 7th now, so...
Yeah, you look at all those numbers for positions where they started and how it's all just kind of swapped around, right? 13th, 9th, 26. All these guys have just gone all over the place. Look at all of that. As Tyler Rouse is out front, though, in the Dr. Pepper machine. Good for Tyler, but man, you're right, Wesley. So many good trucks involved in incident, and it seems like it's all been their own faults, though. It's not been like bad luck or anything. They've all just been pushing it, or the restarts have been chaos. Like the Healy wreck down the front stretch. That's all on Healy.
It was
if he
all
would
on
have just
Healy.
been, patient, caution comes out, and he's the race leader, right? And it's all good and dandy. I think Healy's going to go probably another 5-10 laps. I'm sure we'll get another caution with how we've been tonight. So I would bank on another 5 to 10 lap run with a caution. And then I would say he's going to come down pit road and he's going to charge back through this field for the final time.
It's definitely something you can keep an eye out on. If anybody stops from this point onward, they're good with fuel till the end of the race, handing no green-white checkers. If there's a couple cautions, they'll be fine even with those. So they're now within the fuel window to not have to stop again. But the question is, do you stop if there's maybe 10 laps to go to get a fresh set of tires?
Absolutely. I would say so, unless a lot of guys are going to stay out with you. You're not going to hang on to it. I mean, Healy, for example, he drove through. We didn't even realize he took tires. And he was all the way back up to third. I think Healy has a really good truck, obviously. But, I mean, you saw on that restart when those 3 guys stayed out, they definitely got ate up pretty hard there. You could probably eke out a top 5. But, and yeah, it's really hard to pick. I mean, chat's saying who's the best guy to win now. I really have no idea. So many of the good trucks are out, wrecked, or not in a good spot right now. I think Healy's a really good truck. think Mullins, yeah, Mullins is a really good truck. He's down there in,
He's in
excuse me,
9th, 10th.
the 9th, 10th. I think he's in 10th. He's in 10th
Nixon
back
there.
there.
He's
Snyder in 12th.
restarting 7th. Nixon, I want to say, is who's probably who might have the truck tonight.
It is a really good truck, but I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell because all these guys have been in wrecks and been all around the racetrack. But I think Nathan Nixon, like you said, is a really good truck. But here we go. Back to the Geico restart zone, and another good launch from Tyler Rouse. And there goes the bottom lane with Hunter Hughes again with the tire spin. Excuse me. Here comes the battle for 2. Holloman onto the inside of Healy, trying to get back up to P2, down to 1 and 2. A lot of 1 and 2s there. Healy's going to stay on the outside quarter, though. Down off of, there's some wall contact. Further back mid-pack, and that red machine back there mid-pack. Right in front of James Staples, as here comes Healy again. Holloman on his inside. Roush continuing to be out front in the Dr. Pepper machine.
Yeah, but he's got a hungry truck of Healy right behind him. Healy, we think, has better tires in him, so he's going to be able to stick the corners a lot more. But Rouse, as long as he can just control that arrow in front of him.
Oh, 3 wide.
Can't do that when they go 3 wide underneath him.
3 wide for the race lead. Rouse under pressure and under fire. Healy through the middle. Holloman gets loose off of exit. It's a 2-horse race off of 2. Down the back straightaway entering turn 3. Who gets the edge? Into the corner. Healy on the track. He'll send it on in. Rouse trying to pinch him off. Not give him momentum. There's the 82 of Jazbowski up to 4th. Oh, into the wall. Tyler Rouse, new race leader. Healy to the lead, and this time he'll get to keep it. No spin on the front straightaway. 3 wide further back there for 3rd. Rouse dropping now. That momentum was killed. Here comes Nixon in the inside, looking for 3rd and 4th. Down through 1 and 2. They're all over the place further back. Kind of single file and 2 wide, 2 by 2 in the front 4 or 5. 3 wide for the back there were Slater, Mitchell, and Mullins. Mullins right ahead of it. The 88 of Sailors on the outside. Tippy top in the 88 ride. They're all over each other back here. Mullins for mayor as they're all going at it. Chat saying Mullins for mayor. And Mullins is coming to the front, up to P6 now.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful.
Snyder up to 4th.
That was real tight coming down to the bottom there, right in front of, I want to say that was Kalen Mitchell. He cut the nose off a little bit. As you got Tucker, he's pushing way into the back of Morris down the backstretch.
Tucker maybe looking 3 wide middle now. He's going to arc it back to the bottom of the racetrack as everyone slides up off corner exit. He's going to get right to the bottom of the racetrack and get by at least 2 trucks right there. Good move right there for Joseph Tucker. What we've been accustomed to so far this year is he's made his way into the top 10 again. If we don't see a caution, a lot of guys aren't going to make it on fuel. A lot of guys cannot make it on fuel if we don't see the yellow, I think, here, Wesley.
I completely agree with you. Not just a lot of guys. I think most guys aren't going to make it on fuel.
Yeah, it's a sentiment. I think that a lot of these guys are like, where's the caution? We want to go 5 or so laps to get a caution quick. Well, this has been one of the longer green flag runs, as we might not have that very long. Here comes Morris to the inside, 3 wide. Morris looking to get better than 9th. He's looking for 2 spots up to 7th. Mullins still in 6th. Hasn't been able to move forward. He has the 08 who is inside right there. I don't think he'll stay there, though. So they're like 3-4 wide further back in the field. Going all crazy mid-corner. I'm not even going to comment on that comment I just saw. As Healy continues to lead, Snyder in P2. Mitchell sits in 3rd. Great job from Kalen Mitchell. Up into the top 3s. There's drivers getting to the wall off of 4. Everyone's panicking, thinking there's going to be a big old wreck. 1 car all the way to the right apron, excuse me. I believe that's Hemingway.
It's
That it is.
Hemingway.
There's
He's
Tyler
wanting
Chaney.
to come charging back. He's right there with the 54. Both of them want to get back up front where they were at the beginning of the race.
And Jordan Sailors, he is dropping like a rock. Tires lost all that track position. You remember he was in the top 10 not that long ago. Well, he's well outside of it, and he's dropping back further and further through the field. And Tyler is charging through the field. He's made his way into the top 15. Now he's looking to put pressure into the top 10. Not too long. It's not quite over. Healy has challenge for the race lead. Here comes Kalen Mitchell to the inside.
He's got Snyder, pushed him just a little bit, but Snyder now all the way to the bottom. Mitchell's running a little bit middle to upper lane. He's going to slide in front of the 64 truck.
All clear. Good from Kalen Mitchell. New race leader, the 67. First time he's been out front all night. And here comes Healy back to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get it back. I think you have to take that run, though, Wesley. If you're complacent, Snyder's just going to take it on you. So you got to be the guy taking runs. Here comes Mullen looking for third back there. Oh, a solid green truck with his name on it. Ooh. I don't know if Tyler wants to win now.
No, Tyler's always going to want to win. Better not. He'll put his truck on the line until he wrecks it or until he crosses the line. But hey, we've got a great battle up front. Mitchell, of course, sitting right there. Healy has Snyder to his inside going into 3. There was a great push from Mullins to the back of the 29.
Yeah, Snyder now on the bottom. He's going to hang right there side by side off of 4. Healy's going to have momentum, though, or does Mullins go with him? I don't think Mullins wants to go with either. He's going to go 3 wide middle. Ooh, that's tight. He's going to have to push the 29. Snyder's going to be all clear of Healy in 1 and 2. Clear up Heath Snyder. Maybe the Mullins too. Nah, he's not going to quite get there.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he's going to force it there. Wow. Really good move from Mullins.
Now Healy all in the back of the 60, and meanwhile, Tucker was all the way in the backside of Morris, pushing them down the backstretch.
They're all connected. Look at Morris. All the way to the tippy top. He's going to get to the outside of Healy, it looks like. Yes, he does. And there comes James A. Morris up to P4. Here's a car on pit road as well. That's Staples. Yep, Staples off pit road. So maybe the green flag cycle starting for guys who can't quite make it on fuel. And here comes Mullins up into P3. He's actually dropping from P2 as Snyder got to his outside. Snyder now to P2. Now looking for the race lead on Kalen Mitchell. Mitchell still out front. He's going to have a good corner in 3. And now to 4 should keep the race lead. Well, not quite. Snyder had a really good end of the corner.
Really good. He's still going to be there. Quarter panel to get the side draft going into 1. If he's side by side, he's going to dive it on and try to slide up.
He's not going to get there. The 20 or the 67, excuse me, he's going to hang right in the door, not allow that slide job. That's going to open up momentum for the 60 of Justin Mullins. Mullins 3 wide inside for the race lead. The power move down the back straight away. Who gets it through 3 and 4 this time by coming back to 22 laps to go.
Huge momentum loss for both the 29 and the 60. They're slipping back.
Into the wall. So there goes the wall. Kalen Mitchell in the fence. Everyone's stacking up. Morris and all of them. Here comes Mullins to the inside. Morris right behind Snyder now. Not quite. He's going to be pushing the 29 now. Oh my gosh. I don't know how they all made it through that. Mullins wrapping the bottom. Snyder on the outside. Morris right behind him. Is Mullins clear? Big slide job off of 4. Or excuse me, 2.
6 trucks
Morris
under
going
a
to
blanket
work
for
for
the
29.
lead.
And look who's coming. Joseph Tucker. 3rd car inside.
Snyder, he's clear the 60.
Tucker into the 67 contact. Healy dropping back on the old tire. So is Nixon to 6th and 7th. 6-7. Snyder is the race leader. Mullins right in his bumper.
I was going to say, don't look too far back because right there, 10th place, Tyler Chaney, he's found his way back to the front.
Wow, that's a really good drive. I was saying, whoa, because James slideways right there. Tyler only 2 seconds from the race lead. Don't count him out. 20 to go this time by when they get to the start-finish line. Plenty of time for the guy with freshest tires to get to the front. These guys are just going at it. Oh, big snap right there for Heath Snyder. That's helped the 60 stay side by side. He's going to have the side draft, going to wait to use it. Now he'll have momentum entering turn 1. Here comes the 67. Oh, almost into the back bumper. Seems like Kalen Mitchell can really get into the corner really good, Wesley. Can't quite get the mid and exit corner right.
No, and sometimes that's just how they prefer to drive it. They get that really good entry to the corner, and they take that to get underneath somebody, get past them, then slide up in front to lock that place in. But just that drive off is killing them ever so slightly down these long straights.
We kind of have a 6-car breakaway, though, Wesley, in the front here, as Nixon's and Windsor are kind of further back with Slater and Tyler Cheney catch those 3 back there, as these 2 are still stuck side by side for the race lead. And Mullins to the lead. Great move. Someone go backwards. No, we don't want a caution. Cautions breed cautions. Well, the 60 of Mullins is the race leader. He's going to have Snyder, though, with momentum off of 4. Not enough to really challenge, I don't think, though, as here comes the 32. Is that a lap car, Wesley? I think it is. I believe that's a lap car in
yes,
the
he
third.
is.
I believe he is. Yeah, Blair Holloman comes down pit road. As Heath Snyder's coming back to the race lead. Holloman's going to go right on by with those fresh tires. That shows you the tire advantage. Whoa, big crossover from Mullins.
The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard and
Can you all hear us in the comments now? Well, that's good to hear. Sorry about that, guys. We just had internet got out for us, and it's just been unfortunate with the technical stuff. You know how internet goes. We were talking there, just didn't quite realize, but nonetheless, we are here, and the 28 just got spun around. And come back to 8 laps to go next time by. Mullins continuing to be in the lead out front. Healy is P2 though, Wesley. I'm watching Healy. He is really good.
Yeah, Healy would be the one I'd say is the one to watch. Mullins as well. He's right there. Though Healy, I think, might have a little bit over top of him. Mullins is going to need to have a great jump on this restart.
Yeah, he cannot let that. He's really good tonight. I think that truck is fast, and so we're going to go another lap here. Not one to go this time. He's had a really good truck all night. He will be hard to beat tonight. Kalen Mitchell, he's come on strong here at the end. Led some laps not too long ago. He's right back into the top 5, into the threat. Excuse me, my voice got really scratchy right there. And James Morrison fourth. He's having a great night tonight in the top 5. A nice solid night for P2 in points, as Joseph Tucker's nowhere to be found in the top 10 tonight. At least at this moment. Well, so that's a bit of a shock there. He's further back in the field. Windsor having a good night. Tyler Cheney, though, I'd watch out for that 54. He had 3 spots in that 1 and 2 corner before the caution came out.
Yeah, he's one to watch. Again, Nixon, though, who I thought was going to take it about halfway through, he's way back in traffic. So now I say the top 4 to watch. 60 of Mullins, 65 of Healy. They've been good all race long. Morris has showed in the 08 he's got potential. And then, as you just mentioned, Tyler Cheney in the 54. Great job on that latest restart. Now up to 7th.
I would say, okay, I think we got to make a pick to win before we go green here. We're going to go 1 to go this time, most likely. My pick's not Mullins. I know chat's on the Mullins train. It's going to be Healy. I think Healy's really good, and I think he's going to execute.
I'm somewhere caught in between the 60 and the 64. But
It's tough.
think it's really tough. And then Cheney, he's going to have to be real aggressive here on the restart. He's going to need to be able to make those spots on the inside. And then if he really wants it, he's going to have to get up high to the top as soon as he can and really start rolling that to get past all these cars. I want to give it to the 60.
But we just see something. The 60 chose the top. And the last time we saw someone choose the top, they had a bad restart. Remember Tyler Cheney on the 2nd or 3rd restart of the night. Did not go his way. This might open up the door for the 64 of Healy. He does have the 08 of Moore. She's been really good at pushing all night. Back there in 4th. And for the push for the inside lane, it's going to be Kalen Mitchell in the 67 machine. I am very, very intrigued to see what happens. And like you said, don't count out Tyler Cheney. That truck is really fast. He's back there in 7th. He will not be a car to just walk over. He's definitely, I think, in a top 5 spot. I think he'll walk today with the top 5, but you know he wants more than that top 5, Wesley. He wants that checkered flag. Either way, look at them. They're all about leaning on each other, getting into the restart zone. We've still got about a quarter of a lap to go until we get there. The anticipation's building. Gonna go to 6 laps of racing when we go back green. Mullins, Healy on the front row. Morris in 3rd. Mitchell in 4th. Windsor, Hayes, row 3. Who is going to do the best here on the restart? Mullins on the outside. Green flag back in the air. Good launch for both of them.
Mullins, though, the best restart we've seen from the leader when they take the outside. Healy's going to slip in behind him.
Mullins clear, but Healy had a good launch as well. Healy to the inside. Contact, and Mullins goes around. Hard to the outside wall. It's more cars involved. Mullins is done and out of it. Oh my gosh. It's all over for Justin Mullins. A great night ends in heartbreak for the 60 machine. He drove an amazing race from start to almost finish. And I just don't think enough real estate was given there. Let's take a look at it here. Entering turn 1, the 64 has a bit of momentum. 60 kind of runs the middle. The 64 is there. He drives it in there, and the 60 car kind of just comes down, trying to hold him off.
Healy drove it in deep, and I don't think Mullins knew he was quite at the quarter panel yet. And a lot of cars, unfortunately, collected in that towards the end.
Hemingway involved. I think the 17 of Nico Terra involved. And we have 3 green-white checkers if we use any of them. I don't think we'll use any of them yet, even if we...
No, this is still under regulation.
We'll be under regulation here. So we could still have 3 more restarts even if we go after this. So, but wow. I don't think Healy did anything wrong there. I think that's just 2 guys going for it for the race win. And unfortunately that it didn't go well, obviously, for the 60 at Mullins, who had just such a great night. And that sucks. He's in the top 3 all night. And I mean, I don't think it's Healy's fault at all. I think that was 2 guys going for the win. And whoever gets the lead maybe is the winner, right? I mean, track position's huge, and I think that's just a racing incident, in my opinion, Wesley.
I'm completely there with you, Gage. I think that was a racing incident. Healy definitely dove it into the turn, and I don't think Morris just realized he was right there out of the quarter panel and turned down trying to block it off.
I think it's something... I know Chad's quite angry about it, but I really don't think... I mean, the 60 has 3 or 4 lanes up there to run. And I get it. He's racing for that win, and I don't blame him for it. I would do the same exact thing. But, I mean, if Healy doesn't go for that there, he's going to stall out behind him like that, and the 08's probably going to get by. And he made that move, and he was there. He didn't drift up. The 60 car came down, so that's just part of it. And that's going to be heartbreak, obviously, for Justin Mullins, who had such a great night tonight, obviously. And I don't think he was trying to block it at all. I think it was just tight racing. And
yeah, Mullins just said there he wasn't trying to block it. And it was deemed a racing incident as well.
That's what I saw it as. I didn't think Mullins was blocked. I think he was just trying to hold him tight. And he did send it in there. Healy definitely sent it in there. I mean, that looked like... Alex Bowman at Phoenix, or was it that time? That's what it just reminds me of just a wreck that was so cinematic, right? It was so cinematic, and the all of us, I mean, my draw was on the absolute floor. I was not expecting that. I think we'll go 1 to green this time. That we will. And Healy's going to pick the top as well, Wesley. Interesting. And don't count out Tyler Cheney. He's up to 6th.
He's up to 6th, restarting on the top side. Healy, he needs to have a good jump, and then Mitchell's got to go right behind him, and the 54 follows through. If that top lane stalls out, the bottom lane's going to take advantage. There's going to be a huge drop for those guys.
I would 100% agree. The 64 had a good launch on the bottom last time, was able to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Obviously, the contact happened. Either way, he is the race leader. And the 08 to Morris on the inside. He's been good all night. Hasn't led a lap, I don't think, yet today. But he's definitely... I want to say,
look at 10th place. He's slowly made his way back up. He might still have something to play there.
I don't know. I mean, Joseph Tucker is an amazing talent. But P10 to the win, it could happen. It could happen. He is that guy. He is that guy so far this year. He's got a big old point lead. He definitely wants to beat Morris to extend that point lead tonight. Top 4 wipe each other out. I mean, the top 4 might wipe each other out, and then Tyler Cheney to go on and win, right? But either way, we're going to have to just find out. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get all over the place. This is under regulation. Healy, the race leader. Morris on the inside. Mitchell, Hayes, row 2. Windsor, Cheney, row 3. Ginningsman to the top 10. Where'd he come from? Brian Alphin in the top 10. Restart zone. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. A good launch from the guys on the outside.
Great launch by Healy indeed. Tyler Cheney, he's blinking there in 6th, but he seems to be connected now. Healy clear for 1st.
Cheney almost gets split 3 wide. Might get split 3 wide. Healy all clear for the race lead.
Chad Ginningsman going to stay behind the 54. It's now Morris and Mitchell. They're side by side for 2nd. No, they're side by side for 3rd. I'm sorry, that's Hayes and Mitchell.
And here comes Cheney, top of 3, trying to get a 2 for 1. off of corner number 4. Can he keep the momentum up? Big run for Tyler Cheney. There's some contact. And Morris is right on the bumper. 1 lap to go at Auto Club. Morris right on the back bumper of Healy. All over him entering turn 1. He'll look nice.
The
Cheney
54
almost around.
turn.
He's saving it. I think he saves it. He gets ran over. Big wreck in turns 1 and 2 on the final lap. Now back to the lead. Healy, as they're all crashing behind, has 2/10 in front. Morris tracking down Healy. Big wreck in the back. It's all Healy off of corner number 4. He'll hold off the charge from Morris. Checkered flag in the air, and it's all goes to the 64 of Healy. He wins at Auto Club. And a heartbreak for Tyler Cheney and so many others on that final lap. Hey, I don't even know what to say there, Wesley. That was insane. What a race. What a race win from Healy from start to finish. An insane race with action throughout it. And I think all of us, jaws were on the floor at the end there. In the last restart beforehand and this one just now.
Got no idea what happened.
I don't either. Tyler Cheney ends up 22nd. That's a tough pill to swallow. Either way, Healy is gonna park her in victory lane. Everyone cheering on Healy. And he's elated. Wesley, he's got this thing. I think that's a deserving winner. Healy was up there all night tonight. He was really good. I mean, spun himself out.
Yeah, he did.
Made some contact with Mullins late. And he was able to hold off a charge from James Morris on the final few laps there. I think the battle for third just didn't give Morris any momentum to go and get the race lead. I think that 3 wide, I mean, I think Cheney made a great move. I think the contact off of 4 there, coming to the white, killed everyone's momentum. When whoever, I can't quite recall who was middle 3 there. I think it was Mitchell, maybe, who got into Cheney, and I think that just ruined the momentum for everyone. And I think they just kind of gifted the win to this man right here, who did an amazing job all night. No one mentioning the Tide drinking challenge. We can't allow this. Either way, what a race, Wesley, from start to finish. We can get these guys up here in the booth here in a moment. Let's take our quick break, though. Before we do so, we'll catch you right here on the flip side in just a few moments, folks. Stay tuned.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
And what is up, everybody? We're back. A little quick commercial break. The race winner likes chocolate milk. I will ask that question, but first, let's take a quick little peek at our race finishing results here. Obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Scott Healy ends up in victory lane tonight. James A. Morris right behind him, not too far back. Kalen Mitchell comes home third. Good truck all night. And Joseph Tucker came out of from 10th to 4th. That's still a good restart, Wesley. Ends up for Jared Hayes. 5th. Great run from him in the 69. Russell Windsor in 6th. Chad Ginningsman. Always consistent, Chad Ginningsman in 7th. Joseph DuPont in 8th. Blair Holloman and Colton Gardner rounds out our top 10. Nathan Nixon, a great truck tonight. Ends up 11th. Michael Madden in 12th. He got involved in a big wreck earlier on tonight. Nick Jabowski in 13th. James Lambert, in 14th. Andrew Nagney ends up with the top 15. Jordan Sailors in 16th. Salter 17th. Hunter Hughes with the top 20. Brian Alphin as well in 19th. Noah Walters with the top 20. If you want to go through the rest of our unofficial results, Wesley.
Yeah, coming across 21st, you're going to have Tyler Rouse and Tyler Cheney. Heartbreak on that final lap. He's going to end up crossing in 22nd. Art Nicotero comes home 23rd. He had some contact earlier on all throughout as well. Connor Fuge 24th. He got caught up in a couple incidents. Dustin Hart comes home 25th. 26th will be Heath Snyder. Again, just a heartbreak. 2 weeks out, but he's back collected and stuff. That's not his fault. Gary Donnellan, one of our most consistent finishers. He's down here in 27th today. James Staples, or Donnellan in 27th. Yes, James Staples in 28th. Jordan Slater, we saw him up front a few times. He's down here finishing 29th. JP Jones caught up in a couple accidents down in 30th. Then Cody Hemingway, we saw him up front a lot early on, got caught up in a couple accidents. He's coming home 32nd, several laps down. James Mullins, he was up front. We thought he might have had it, but he got caught up real late, got totaled essentially. He's 31st. Matt Wilson coming home 30th. Or Cody Hemingway, 32nd. James Mullins 31st. Matt Wilson going to be 33rd. Christopher Fuge, he got caught up in several large accidents coming home 34th. 35th is going to be Dave Fuge Jr. He got caught up early on and got totaled. 36th is going to be Kyle Westwood, Daniel Down 37th, and 38th is going to be Tony Jeffries.
That is our unofficial results, but let's go ahead and get our third place finisher, everyone, Kalen Mitchell, up in the booth. Kalen, my man, do you got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
What is up, my guy? Talk me through that craziness at the end of the race. And you had a good truck all night. You come home P3 and all in all, a solid night. But talk me through your whole race at Auto Club tonight.
Yeah, I probably should have practiced and knew what I was running before I jumped in and just started running laps. I didn't get a good qualifying, so that kind of put me back a little bit. And then I think there was some net code, so I took the EOL because I didn't want to risk having to do a drive-through, and then just methodically tried to go up to the front.
Well, you did a really good job methodically working your way up there. You let some laps there at the closing ends until the 60 got by you. What more did you really need to go compete with the 64 and the 08 and the 60 as well before he got taken out there at the end of the race to go compete with those guys there at the end? What more did the truck need there in those final few laps?
I just need to be a little bit tighter. I put my pit adjustments in, and I was kind of planning on running, 10 laps whenever I put the adjustments in because it'd tighten up a little bit after a few laps, but it just kept on caution, and it never did tighten up because we just didn't run enough laps, so kind of put no power down coming out of the corner.
It's unfortunate the setup didn't quite go your way there at the end, but I mean, all in all, a solid night, and you were up there really all race. I know you took the EOL. Obviously, don't want to go to the drive-through coming next week, but yeah, really good run. And Wesley, if you want to build on a really good, strong night tonight.
Yeah, a strong night you had indeed. It was really hectic though. Those final several laps, once we got into about 10 to go, quick cautions back to back in succession. just picking your lines. The 60 looked like he had it there, but you had it in front of him before he passed you. And we talked about what you thought you were going to need. Were you planning for anything at all long run wise whenever you're running practices, or in how the cautions fell?
No, not really. I mean, I've raced the track a few times. I don't really hardly run the trucks at all. My first laps in trucks since last race I done here was qualifying, so I probably should have practiced a little bit more, but no really plan, just kind of come out here and run, and I ain't gonna run a full season, so just trying to have some fun.
Well, my man, you had a lot of fun tonight. You come home P3, and all in all, a good evening for yourself. You know, before I let you go tonight, you enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon of Thanksgiving week. Sponsors, shout outs to teammates, friends, all that good stuff before I let you go.
Yeah, I want to thank Mac Tools. They sponsor us and put some money down for setups and paints and all that. And Keegan, he is the owner of the team, and he keeps us all here and makes it possible for us.
Well, my man, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and congrats on your 3rd place, my man. You have a great rest of your Monday, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yep, appreciate it.
Thank you. That is our P3 finisher, ladies and gentlemen, Kalen Mitchell. A good race tonight, Wesley, and all in all, like I said, not running a full season really is the deal, but coming out here to have fun. I think you had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah,
let's go ahead.
Not running a full season. It's always going to be interesting, and great run from tonight for what he needed.
Without a doubt. And let's go ahead and get James Morrison here. Our P2 in points comes home P2 today. James, my man, do you got a copy?
What's up, gentlemen?
Oh, nothing much. We just got treated to an amazing race from yourself and everyone else out there, and we needed to talk to the man who came up just a little bit short tonight, and I wanted to see your perspective on this race and how it all went for you from start to finish, and what more did you need to get to Healy there at the end?
Looser truck. I was just too tight. I overly tightened it for trying to make it freer on that last stop. I shot myself in the foot. Was fast. Truck was bad fast. It didn't matter where I put it. If I was saving, I could run top, middle, bottom, third lane. It didn't matter where I put it. It went. It was so good.
I mean, when I personally saw it, it seemed like you were really good at pushing. You just had such good exit speed, like you just said. It was super fast, and I want to get your perspective because you were right behind it. That wreck with Healy and Mullins there at the end. What did you see? Because it was just in front of your windshield.
I'm on B. So, for what I see, Mullins wasn't as quick. He wasn't trimmed out enough. He got in there a little bit slower, but Healy ran right into him and got his rear and hooked him. It was one of those things where Healy had a little bit more speed because he wasn't trimmed out like we were, so it hurt him. I'm not gonna get into who this and who that, but it's just from what I look like, Healy drove it in there just a little bit too deep and caught him on the back. It was just one of those racing things. It sucks because Mullins was having a good race going, really good race. Hate to see it from a teammate, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he was having a really good night, and obviously no one wanted to see that. I mean, we were all comment section, and all of us up here in the booth, our jaws were on the floor when we saw it. I mean, I don't think there was any malicious intent, just kind of a racing deal at the end of a race, but nonetheless, I mean, I just want to get your perspective on it because you were right there in the driver, right there in the passenger seat basically. So I had to ask you, but all in all, man, you had a great night, and you're gonna eat into that points lead a little bit from Joseph, a little bit. Coming on P2, I think came in fourth, but nonetheless had a really good night. And Wesley, if you want to add anything further to James' great run tonight.
Yeah, it was really a great run. You were up at the top almost all race long, and whenever we saw everybody going at it, it reminded us of the intensity we saw at Michigan 2 weeks back. We've been talking about how Atlanta is very similar, but also very different. At least when I was running test runs and watching some testing, a lot of guys preferred that top, but everybody seemed to be working the low line a lot more today.
Yeah, yes, you're correct. It's a lot similar to an extent, but this track, if you lean on the outside too much, it really cooks the right rear. You really want to tend to back up your entry, run the bottom, get the drive out, to where I stayed most of the night until I had to battle. It's just where the truck just felt really, really good. I was able to maintain guys on the outside of me, hold down a run, get a good drive in, especially into 3 and 4 was where I was really good. It was just one of those things where the bottom was more dominant versus Michigan, the top was more dominant. So it was just reversed.
And that's an interesting thing to see because, like Wesley said, and most times I've raced here and I've watched races here, the top's usually a little bit better. So it's a little off center usually to see the bottom be the preferred groove here tonight.
I think it's since they've done those refresh updates with the way the trucks are handled and a couple of those aspects that they've added into it, I think it's changed a lot of the track surfaces over the last several months. So it's really changed the dynamic of what line to run, when to run it, and how to run it. Because the track builds heat up in certain spots, and boy, do you feel it.
Well, yeah, without a doubt, when the track gets all heated up, man, it's a whole different ball game with that whole lane that's all mad at you basically because everyone keeps running it. But nonetheless, James, you had an amazing night, and I'd love to hear the insight there from you with that. It was very insightful. But before I let you go, the typical stuff, sponsors, teammates, all that good jazz before I let you go tonight.
Well, I want to thank boss man Dave for always giving me opportunity to drive this 08 truck. Thank my teammates Heath and Dave and Mullins. I want to thank my spotter as always, Colburn. And Colburn, his paints are always spot on. Colburn race wraps. Just thank everybody that does this, because it's not it's a we thing. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I really appreciate them, and also just want to thank you guys for being up here and calling these races for us week in and week out. I appreciate y'all, because without y'all, we wouldn't be able to be on air. So I appreciate y'all.
We all appreciate that. Me, Wesley, and Kobe, our behind the scenes guy, we all appreciate that, my man. And hope you have a great rest of your Monday night, and happy Thanksgiving. Go get yourself stuffed up on some turkey and all that good stuff, and have a great week, my man.
You too, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see y'all when we come back next week.
Yes, sir, you will. We hope to see you up here.
We'll try, guys. Have a good one.
You as well, James. And that is P2 James A. Morris. Comes home with a great run tonight, everyone. He did a really good job. From start to finish, gonna eat into that points lead just a little bit. Oh, does Healy like? We're gonna ask him. We're gonna ask him. Don't worry. And let's get our race winner in here, Scott Healy in the 64. Scott, do you got a copy, my man?
Hey, what's up, man?
What is up, my guy? And what a race from yourself. You were super fast, pretty much from like the 20 lap point. Once you got up to the front, you asserted yourself as a really fast truck, and from start to finish, you were my pick to win when we had that, I think, 4 or 5 laps to go restart, and then you end up winning. So I got my pick right. So, but talk me through your race from start to finish, the highs, the lows, and I want to hear it from your perspective.
I hate getting into people, especially at the last couple laps. I feel really bad for Mullins there. I saw an opening, took it. We got into each other. I don't know. They claimed it as a racing deal. I feel like it was my fault. I could have left it just a little bit there, but it sucks. I'm a better racer than that, and it's just one of those things that didn't happen. I mean, this track and these cars fit me very well. I know how to save tires and manage it and go fast and know when to push and know when not to push it. But I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, am I happy? Yes, but at the same time, I'm disappointed at myself.
Well, I completely understand that sentiment, my man. But I think you should be happy. You did a really good job tonight, and I think it was a race. In my perspective, I thought it was a race against. I think Wesley agreed with me as well, and I think that's what a lot of us saw, that it was a racing deal. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it, my man. I mean, that stuff just happens, especially when you're going for the win with I think 3 or 4 to go, right? It gets intense, but. Chat wanted to ask you a very important question before we get to the rest of the race. Do you like chocolate milk?
Is it the chocolate milk?
Yeah, do you like chocolate milk?
I do like chocolate milk, but I also like strawberry milk, so it's a tie between those two.
That's fine. What's the best brand of chocolate milk? This is a big question.
I don't know. I like all types of chocolate milk, as long as it's not like chalky. Yeah, I mean, I like True Moo. That's one, but I mean, I've had others too, which were really good, but I can't think of the name on the top of my head.
He likes all chocolate milk. I think that's a good answer. All chocolate milk, as long as it's not like all chalky. I get that. The chalky chocolate milk is not exactly the best. But before moving on from chocolate milk, like you had a really good night tonight, my man, and the chat's loving you now. They love that you love chocolate milk. But you had a really good night, and from start to finish, Wesley, if you want to add further on to the race, I mean, you drove through the field like 2 times tonight.
Yeah, it was certainly amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I kind of drove up to the field with fresher tires, and then took a block, ate my own doing, so I spun out. I didn't blame it on anybody. It's definitely my fault there as well. But then I had to go back and do it all over again, just not as deep. And I was thankful that I could catch up to the new fresher tire guys at the same time, because I know some guys took tires. So I was actually impressed that I could keep up with them for as long as I did, hoping for a caution. Caution definitely came out. I was like, yes, I can get fresher tires again. And then so on and so on. And then, me and Mullins. But yeah, it was a crazy race.
It was crazy indeed. Sorry, Wesley, go ahead.
You called it out. You spun on your own accord, making a late block, and we thought you were going to be way further back. You restarted, I think, 6 on that following restart, and were able to keep yourself up in running contention. And we knew you had speed. We knew you could probably even win. Guage said he called you out as the winner. And it's your first race in here tonight, correct, Rick?
Yeah, it's my first race this season. I've raced with this league for a while now, but with my work schedule and stuff like that, I'm never really around until the layoff season. So this is my first race after the layoff season. So I'll be here for a couple weeks. I expect a much cleaner race for me from here on out. I don't want to ruin anybody's race at all, period. So yeah, I mean, I look forward to the future races.
Well, my man, you had a great night tonight. I don't beat yourself up about anything tonight. You drove a good race. I think you were clean. Just stuff happens sometimes, my man. And I hope to see you up here next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend, though. Or week, excuse me, not weekend. Before I let you go, though, you got sponsors, shout outs to teammates, any family member before we let you go?
Yeah, friends, family, you guys for broadcasting, David Fuge, and all the admins for pulling these races together. I like to thank I can't think of my buddy's name for some reason. I know his first name's Justin. I can't think of his last name for some reason. I'm drawing a blank. He knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, my girlfriend as well for watching. She stuck through it. And yeah, that's about it, my man.
Well, Scott, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Hope a short week, and happy Thanksgiving, my man.
You as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Scott.
Well, as our race winner, everyone, Scott Healy, after a fun race from him, he showed a lot of tenacity tonight. It was really fun to watch him cut through the field, Wesley, and it was a really good race all around, in my opinion. We had some drama, some chocolate milk and Mountain Dew debate. I mean, I think it was a great race from start to finish.
Great race from start to finish. Just some great discussions that went on tonight. But yeah, same intensity. We might have skipped a week at least with racing, but I'll tell you what, the energy was there right from the start despite the skip. So it's very good, and I want to see what it's going to be like next week when we go to 2008 Atlanta.
Ooh, 2008 Atlanta. That's a fun track, especially in the truck. That is a fun one to watch. It's going to be interesting to see there when we go next week. But Wesley, we're going to close her out here and get ready for next week, right? Hope everyone at home enjoyed that. We enjoyed that up here in the booth with me and Wesley and our guy behind the scenes of Kobe. Sorry about the technical issues. Obviously, internet was being internet. You know how it is with the Wi-Fi sometimes. Hope everyone has a blessed rest of your week. Y'all are an amazing job, Bestie, Wesley, and Mr. Commentator Man, whose name I don't know. Well, I appreciate. There you go. Yeah. Woo. Guage Wentzel. Yes, that is my name. Don't ask my middle name. It's very unique. Yes, we all appreciate that. We're glad that you enjoy it. I can't get the goddamn words out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Excuse my language. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their week and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Go stuff yourselves up on some turkey and don't spend too much money on Black Friday. Peace out, everyone.
Have a good one, y'all.